Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Nicole. Today we're going to be doing the palette tag part 2. This was originally started by Samantha March and Allie Glines, and I seen my friend Amber do her take on this, and I also had seen Jen Loves also do this tag as well. So today we're going to be working with eyeshadow palettes. There's 11 questions. I'm also going to list those down in my description box. I'm also going to leave a link to my friend Amber's channel who's previously done this video. Before we jump into today's video, I would like to ask you guys to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment down below telling me which one of these palettes is your favorite or one that you would like to get your hands on. So the first question is my all-time favorite palette. So I'm going to go with the Natasha Denona Mini Nude palette. I believe that this one is just great for every single day wear. It's good for a travel palette or on the go. This is the one that I find myself constantly reaching for. Question number 2 is a new favorite. My new favorite palette happens to be the Patrick Ta Major Dimensions palette. This palette has 12 shades. You get 2 cream eyeshadows, and then you get a top row that's full of shimmers and like glitter toppers. I actually had just did a date night look with that palette. It's actually featured on my IG, and I'm going to link my IG also in the description box if you would like to go check that out and give it some love. Question number 3, keep for the memories. So one that I keep for the memories is the 39L Hit the Lights by Morphe. This was actually a collaboration with 4 different influencers. Okay, so this one, this is like one of the first palettes that really struck my love back into makeup again. I used to gravitate towards this when I first had gotten it. I'm not big on all of the neon colors, but I still keep it around in my collection because it does have some great memories. Question number 4 is a underrated palette. So for an underrated palette, I chose the Ciate London, the Editor palette, New England. And I had gotten this in a BoxyCharm. Let's stick this over the top. So I would say that this one's really underrated. There is so many different looks that you can create with it. And I really like the shimmer formula in this one. So it has a whole bunch of different colors. The next question is not a favorite, but can't get rid of it. And for that one, I chose to go with the Urban Decay Naked Ultraviolet palette. So this is a palette. It features a lot of purple tones, and you know, you have more of your neutrals down here. It's not my favorite formula, which I think is kind of a standpoint with a lot of the Naked palettes, but you know, it's still really, really pretty, and I just can't part with it because of that. Okay, so number 6 on the list is your favorite collaboration. And for my favorite collaboration, I chose to go with the Morphe X Manny MUA Glam palette. So this one is really good for everyday wear. It also has a few little pops of colors, a little ethereal duochrome oil slick kind of color in it. And it also comes with 2 highlight shades. I actually really like to take Hal and use it for a brow color. So it kind of has a lot of different looks that you can create with it. Yeah, I just love it. Number 7 is a 2021 fave. And for 2021, I had bought this palette, and it happens to be completely and utterly dirty because I love it so very much. This is the Lunar Beauty Life's a Drag Facelift palette. And I find myself reaching for this all the time. I created a, I'd like to say, lovely Halloween look with it. And I also love it for neutral everyday wear. Number 8 on the list is a palette I did not expect to love. And for that one, I have to say the Moonspell palette. So I love Manny. I love Lunar Beauty. I am just not big on pinks and purples. But I did happen to step out of my comfort zone due to a friend of mine who had told me to create a purple look. So I did that for Valentine's Day, and I've actually fallen in love with it. I did not expect to love this, but it has so many different beautiful shades. It's really hard not to blind you guys. I'm so sorry if I did. But there's so many different purples and pinks and kind of pastel colors. It's just an all-around beautiful palette, and I really did not expect to love this one. But I have a feeling I'm going to keep reaching for this and coming up with more pink and purple looks. Question number 9 is a palette that sparks joy. So there's a story with this one. It was around Christmas time of 2020, and my friend Amber actually sent this lovely Pat McGrath palette my way. I had never tried Pat McGrath formula before because it was so darn expensive. All right, so the Pat McGrath Celestial Divinity. Okay, so the Pat McGrath Celestial Divinity palette. This is probably the most stunning palette I've ever laid eyes on. And I have it in my collection thanks to my friend Amber. And I find myself reaching for this all the time. And it just, every time I see it in my collection or I go through my drawer or see my makeup, I see that palette and I just smile. Question number 10 is the newest palette to your collection. And from my first video, I had clearly gotten the Lunar Beauty Mars Mystery Box, and in that box, I happened to get the Lunar Beauty Eternal Eclipse palette, and this is one of my newest ones, as well as the Moonspell, but I already put that in one. So this is the Eternal Eclipse. I have yet to really play with it, but all I know is that it's stunning and I need to step out of my comfort zone and go with some cool tones. The last question is the first palette used in 2022. My first look of 2022 was actually a very boring and soft glam moment, and I created that with the Charlotte Tilbury Instant Look of Love in a palette, and this is the shade Pretty Blush Beauty. So this is actually an all-in-one. So you get your top row where it's your glitter, your all-over color, and your smoke. It actually has a face setting powder, a blush, and a bronzer, and a highlight shade as well. I do reach for that one quite often when I'm just wanting to get ready in a hurry. I'm going to list all of the questions down in my description box. And if you would like to give this palette tag a go, then please make sure to tag me in your video so that way I can see it. Share some love to Samantha March and Allie Glines. And I will see you in the next one.